give you a little bit of a reasoning why. And of course, we've all been around people. How many of you prefer to be around people that are grumpy and unthankful versus people that are thankful and always giving thanksgiving? Which one would you rather be around? Always the thankful people. They're more pleasant. So there needs no selling, really, right? But I'm going to try to sell you a little bit just in case you haven't bought into gratitude. So, and just so you know, gratitude isn't just a thank you here and there. It isn't just I really appreciate that once in a while. Gratitude is really a mindset, and it's an attitude. Sometimes it's acquired through discipline. If you're like me, you had to kind of train your mind to become grateful, to become thankful, to think of those things first, because that wasn't my second nature for me at all. But it's actually really a discipline, and it's actually an entire mindset. Gratitude is, and those that experience really long-term success in recovery have one thing in common, and that is gratitude. There's two things I think that are really foundational about any recovery, and of course, that is having a personal relationship with Jesus. I think that's imperative. But the other is gratitude. And I've actually watched people who don't know Jesus, who don't identify Him as a higher power, have success in their life, and it's really because of gratitude. So not that I want you to go without the first one, not that I want you to go without Jesus or have, do this journey without having a personal relationship. But gratitude is one of those things that if you can just pick up this concept, if you can just grasp it and lay hold on it, it'll change things. So there's some reasons for gratitude. Let me give you just a couple. We're learning a little bit about gratitude. We're learning the impact that gratitude has. But gratitude actually, medically, lowers your risk of heart disease. Did you know that? The studies are showing that gratitude actually can impact long-term heart disease. Gratitude, people that are grateful, they have done studies, they sleep better. Anybody need a little extra sleep? Yeah. You rest a little bit better. Gratitude, you have generally people with gratitude have lower blood pressure. That's not hard to figure that one out, because we've been around people who are anxious and don't have that spirit of thanksgiving in them. And you can see where they get the high blood pressure from. It actually improves your immunity. That's a good thing in today's world, in 2021, right? So a little extra gratitude can help improve your immunity. It increases your emotional stability. It says that it releases us from toxic emotions that are internal. Gratitude can combat that. The key to emotional health really is thankfulness. When it really comes down to it, the key to emotional health is having a thankful spirit. Gratitude counteracts depression and suicidal thinking. But you didn't know that. Counteracts depression and suicidal thinking. Long-term side effects indicate that it helps the brains. As they've done different scans, they've shown that people that have gratitude have higher brain activity. And last but certainly not least, gratitude. People that have gratitude and people that are thankful are happier people. Anybody want to be a little happier? Okay, yeah. Gratitude. It starts with gratitude. One of the other things that, as I was looking through my notes, I've listened to a couple things over time in regards to having a thankful spirit, and when it comes to spiritual warfare, gratitude plays a role as well. I don't know if you know that. Do you know that you're in a spiritual battle each and every day? Yeah. We're not wrestling against each other. We're actually wrestling against principalities, against rulers of the darkness of this world. You destroy the enemy's weapons and disarm them through gratitude and a thankful spirit. You take away the foothold from the enemy when you have a thankful spirit. The enemy's weapons have a harder time penetrating you when you have a spirit of thankfulness. When life throws us a curveball or we find ourselves in a bad situation, the key is to turn our heart towards being thankful. By celebrating who God is in every situation, it anchors our soul into the absolute victory God has promised to each and every one of us. So gratitude gives us an awareness of what God is doing in our lives and what is happening in that surrounding spiritual battle. A thankful person hears from God more easily, so it helps you in that spiritual battle. And then a person in recovery full of gratitude is less likely to relapse. We talked about relapse a couple weeks ago, didn't we? A person with gratitude is less likely to relapse. And then thankfulness can take the pain out of something that was meant to harm you. Have you ever had that? You ever had something where you just knew it was set up to destroy you or to hurt you or to give you pain, and you just turn and flip that thing on its end because of a thankful heart and a thankful spirit? That's what gratitude does. That's what it does. So you've got a little list here. That's just a little bit. Did I tell you a little bit on gratitude? Make a little bit of sense? Okay. I want you to come my direction here because it's good to be thankful. We got a little list here, and hopefully you've got that here. We've got a couple of little things to fill out in addition to the Principle 7 and Step 11 on the top, which we've already read. So I want to give you 4 things to be thankful for. And I really want to encourage you this time because a lot of us are, we depending on where you are in this journey, maybe some of us are heading back to be with family around the holiday, and maybe some amends are going to be happening, and we just really got to arm ourselves for this. So I want to help you as maybe you're going to create a list of things that you're thankful for, but also I want to give you 4 different areas that you should be thankful, okay? The first is pretty easy. Let's be thankful to God. Be thankful to God. Psalm 107:15 encourages us to give thanks to the Lord for His unfailing love and wonderful deeds for mankind. I want to encourage you to bookend your day. It's something that I started doing a while back, and just start with this. Psalms are really short, but they're good. They do the mind and the soul so good. And bookend your day with a psalm in the morning and a psalm before you go to bed. And it just gives you, because so many of them are about being thankful. And if we read the history behind a lot of these psalms, we find that David is being chased by King Saul. We find that he's in dire situation. At one time, all of his family and all of everything was just stolen from them, and they had to go capture them back. I mean, he had circumstances that weren't great. Probably we could look at that and say, boy, you know what? Maybe somebody had it worse off than I did. But he was always giving thanks, and he was always giving praise. 2 areas in your life that you can use to see. List at least 2 areas in your life as you're making your list, which you can see God's work in your life and that you can be thankful for this holiday season. You can reflect either on the last 11 months, if you've been going through this with us, through this journey and what God has done for you, or if you've just started that, just reflect on what God has done for you today or yesterday or in the last week. And take a moment just to list a few things for which you are thankful for to Him. The next one is the area in which we should be thankful, is be thankful for others. Be thankful for others. Do you know God cares so much for you that He has strategically placed individuals in your life to walk alongside of you in your road of recovery? He cares that much about you. He orchestrated all that. It wasn't just a happen. You didn't just happen to sit at a table back there and get to know someone and start a conversation and realize that you have some things in common. No, God orchestrated that conversation. He orchestrates people in each and every one of our lives to help us on that journey. So be thankful for others. Colossians 3:15-16 says, "Let the peace of Christ keep you in tune with each other, in step with each other. None of this going off and doing your own thing, and cultivating thankfulness. the word of Christ, the message, have the run of the house. Colossians 3:15 and 16. And that's in the Message translation. So who are you thankful for? Who's made an impact in your life? As you're forming that list and as you're spending time with the Lord, who is it that you need to give thanks to for God putting them in your life? Someone that's impacted you, someone that speaks words into your life that hit you right down deep, and that give you that drive and that push to keep going on, to keep moving forward. Don't worry about the past. Keep moving forward. Keep your eyes forward. I bet you there's more than one person when you think of it. Be thankful for recovery. Be thankful for recovery. A lot of us think that, this is a stain on our lives, that we've screwed up. We listened to those songs earlier that, maybe we blew it too much. But God is going to use your recovery, and He's going to use you to help set others free. If you let Him. If you let Him. Hebrews 12:1 says, "As for us, we have this large crowd of witnesses around us. So then, let us rid ourselves of everything that gets in the way and of the sin which holds onto us so tightly. Let us run with determination the race that lies before us." Don't get caught up on the sin that you fell to yesterday. Pick yourself back up. Keep running forward. This is not a sprint. This is a long marathon. We got a lot of years. And so we're all going to make mistakes. And so don't look at where you are. Look at where you're going. Every once in a while, be thankful for where God's brought you, right? But look at where God's going to take you, because He's taking you places, if you let Him. And then the last is to be thankful for your church. Be thankful for your church. Psalms 100 verse 4 says, "Enter the temple gates with thanksgiving." I hope that you're part of a church and a body, because God has designed us to be part of a community. Just like we're part of a community here in CR, you need to have that on Sunday as well. And you need to have, groups that you're part of, whether it be small groups or a men's group or a ladies group or a singles group or whatever it may be. We've got so many different things here at this church. It's hard. We've got groups for those that are creative and want to explore their creative abilities. We got groups for those that are part of the volunteering corps. We've got so many different little mini communities within this church. Be a part of that and be thankful for that, because these are those that want to stand shoulder to shoulder with you, that want to help pick you up the day that you need it. And you know what? There might be a day that they need you to pick them up. So you need each other. So gratitude is really something that is always within reach. It's something that's always there. But you have to choose it. You have to choose gratitude. It's not, for some of us, I guess there's a few people that were just born thankful. That wasn't me. I had to really work at this thing of gratitude. But now that I got it, I can't see it any other way. I can't see it any other way, because everything I see is like, wow, just amazing. God, look what you did there. It could be something really small, and it could be something even big, but it's just like, wow, He's impressing me all the time with what He's doing. So I want you to remember this. This is an important little phrase that I wrote down. It is not happy people who are thankful, but thankful people who are happy. So you don't find happiness, or you find happiness through being thankful. It's not like, oh wow, I'm happy, so I'm going to be thankful. No, you actually find it the other way. So it is not happy people who are thankful, but thankful people who are happy. So choose gratitude. It will change your life. It will change your life. All right, I hope you got something out of that. Yes. All right.